Hey guys, Darkrai91 here, doing another. It seems like I've done too many of these, but I'm doing another video on a celebrity passing, and this one is another childhood celebrity. Um, for those who don't know who this is Superfly Snuka, or Jimmy Superfly Snuka. He used to be a famous all-time wrestler way back when in the 80s and 90s when WWF, when WCW used to be around before they changed it to WWE. The reason why WWE had to change, or WWF had to change the name to WWE, is because WWF originally, there was a company that wanted to have those letters because it would be the World Wildlife Federation or Foundation. So the World Wrestling Entertainment had, change it later on. But I used to watch wrestling. Like my first encounter with wrestling was watching it on TV way back when it used to be, again, WWF and WCW. And I believe I was like 2 or 3, and I went with my oldest uncle to go see a match, because he got tickets from his boss. And one of the matches, I forgot who he had faced, but I do remember that I watched. I was young. I could barely remember who he was facing against, but I do remember, meeting him because my uncle, he was holding me at the time. He was with his at the time girlfriend, but he wanted to hold me after getting up and sitting down for so long. And he went over to Jimmy and he was saying hi. It's nice to meet you. He introduced me. I could barely remember it, but I do. Um, and then as soon as I got the PS2 in 1999, one of the early PS2 games that I had, besides a Batman game, because I was obsessed with Batman and I still am, is the video game called Legends of Wrestling. And there was a lot of um, old wrestlers in that game. Jimmy Superfly Snuka was in there, the Iron Sheik, Andre the Giant, the Animal, Hulk Hogan, Bret the Hitman Hart. There was a lot of old wrestlers in that game. So like my first encounter, with wrestling was TV, and then it was the first wrestling match, and then it was the video games, and then I think it was about 7 or 8 years ago I just stopped watching wrestling because I noticed how fake it was. But way back when with WCW and WWF, it wasn't fake. Nowadays it's rehearsed, and I don't like that it's rehearsed. I rather see it real and raw and uncut. The only time you get to see that is during the special matches, like where you could use items, or even when you get to watch WrestleMania or these pay-per-views. But it's really heartbreaking to see another childhood celebrity that I knew of and I liked. There's a bunch that I like, but he's on that. I would have to make a top 10, but I would have to think about who I want in my top 10. But he's definitely in this top 10. He definitely is. But it is. Man, I don't even know what to say, to be honest. But I, instead of actually looking for a picture of Jimmy Superfly Snuka, I just went on the web and I searched it up so I can, have something in the background other than just a picture or whatever, so you guys can read it. So here we have this little paragraph underneath the picture, and it says that, and this is from CNN, that Jimmy Superfly Snuka, the wrestler known for his high flying leaps off the ring's top rope that flattered his opponent. I don't like how they say died. I explained it in one of my earlier videos. It's very disrespectful when you say that someone died. I rather say that someone passed away. So it said he passed away on Sunday, which was today. I found out earlier. I think it was around. I woke up around, I want to say 1 or 2, and I was just scrolling on Twitter when I saw the news. I saw my buddy Geekdom 101, who's also a wrestling fanatic. He's more of a wrestling fanatic than I am, because he has his own website, and he has his own wrestling podcast that he does on his website. But this just hit home because, you know, I don't know, man. It sucks to see someone that you've known for many years has passed away. But let me continue reading. Actor and former wrestler Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson announced Snuka's death on his behalf of his family. The World Wrestling Entertainment Inc. also confirmed Snuka's passing on its website on Sunday. And when I scroll down, it shows The Rock's post as "Our family, Tamina Snuka asked me to share the sad news that her dad, Jimmy Snuka, has just passed away." And then he's Samoan. If I'm pretty sure a lot of you know, but The Rock is actually Samoan. So he says a phrase in Samoa, and then he has hashtag rest in peace, Superfly. And then it goes on. It says Snuka's family did not immediately release his cause of death. And in quotes, open or start quote, Snuka is regarded uh, by many as the pioneer of high flying offense because of his Superfly splash from the top turnbuckle. The WWE statement said, the signature move in which Snuka vaulted off the top rope and landed face down onto his opponent, who laid prone onto the floor, helped catapult the Fiji-born Snuka to 1980s fame with the World Wrestling Federation, now the WWE. He later in he was later inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Now, it was, I think, shit. I honestly don't remember how long ago it was that he was inducted to the WWE Hall of Fame, but I do remember the night of the night before the pay per view. I think it was WrestleMania. He and many other Hall of Famees were inducted into the Hall of Fame. And just like I explained in my earlier video, this said that he was brought to fame in the World Wrestling Federation, and now it's the name is WWE. So like explained before, the WWF is now the World Wildlife Foundation or Federation. I don't think it's Federation. I think it's Foundation. And then it continued. Jimmy Superfly Snuka during his heyday as a wrestler. So this is what he looked like when he started off. He was really young. He had the '80s hair, and he had I forget what they're called, but he has them around their neck. And then on Sunday, Snuka's daughter Tamina Snuka, also a WWE star, tweeted, "I love you, Dad." And here's a screenshot of her tweet, which I'm pretty sure wasn't easy for her to tweet, because losing a family member is rough. It is rough, and I know what she's going through because I lost my grandfather about 11 years ago. This December it'll be 12. But my grandfather was like a father to me, so I know the position that she's in. I know it's not easy. And then she also posted a picture of what appeared to be their hands. So this looks like, yeah, she posted on Twitter her and her dad holding hands, and then the same caption with, "I love you, Dad," and her hashtags. And then Stephanie McMahon, WWE's chief brand officer, called Snuka one of the greatest icons in the history of our business. And it is true because he's a pioneer. If it wasn't for him and a few other wrestlers, but mainly him, who would jump off the top rope and do all these high flying tricks, you wouldn't see those in wrestling today. And then um, condolences also poured in from many of Snuka's peers. Former wrestler Hulk Hogan tweeted, rest in peace, Superfly," and he says only love, and then he has HH for Hulk Hogan. And Hulk Hogan was in that era with Jimmy Superfly Snuka, the Animal, Andre the Giant. Actually, Hulk Hogan got his fame and his name out there for beating the 7 foot tall Andre the Giant. And like I explained earlier, in the video game Legends of Wrestling, he was in that game as well. And then Jake the Snake Roberts, which is another wrestler during that time. So Jake the Snake Roberts, another famous wrestler during Snuka's time, wrote, "He will finally fly all the way to heaven." What a sweet man. And it's oh, man, it I'm not gonna continue, but I'll stop on this picture. If I don't think I could press the picture. No, I can't. But it's heartbreaking to see another celebrities. 2017 just started. We're what, 15 days into the year, and then we already have a passing of a world renowned wrestler of his time. It's heartbreaking. It really is heartbreaking. But I give my condolences to the Snuka family. I hope they get through this. I know it's not easy. Um, and to those who are 80s babies and 90s babies, I hope you um, feel the empty, the small emptiness that you had for this person, or for Jimmy Superfly Snuka. Man, I don't know. It hit me hard earlier, and I'm gonna stop here because I lost it when I did my video on Heat Miser, the same way I did when I did my video on the the passing away of the voice actor of Stu Pickles. But you know, if you if anybody does watch this, the one person or even just the 5 people who do get to watch this, please put in the comments, "Rest in peace, Superfly," because this isn't easy for anybody, for a fan, for a family, or even the wrestling family. This isn't easy. But I want to say thank you for watching, and just share and put in the comments, "Rest in peace, Superfly." Thanks for watching.